Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 19. Hey, we're back here at Madison County, and we have been harvesting through the night. I'm finally seeing the sun come up. The sun is coming up just above the horizon back there, and we've got to move along to our new field. We've got some soybeans and some canola to harvest. Let's see. This is our new property. We need to get over here and work on this soon. We need to get over here and clear this out. I think we can do something with this. Even if we do just like grass or something, we could do something. Let me turn that into a field back there. Maybe a little field. But anyway, this combine is slow. It's not the slowest combine I've ever driven on Farming Simulator, but it is slow. So we'll get there eventually. Been working, been really working. Let's see what we got done. Let me go to this map here. I got my helper. It looks like he's full again. Harvesting the sunflower up there. Let's go to this map. Yeah, that tells us what we've done. I just finished harvesting 97 with this combine. Make sure I'm not crashing here. Harvested 97 with this one. We're harvesting 96. We're getting the sunflower up there. I harvested the oat off of 93. We did 106 earlier. We did 108 earlier. We finished all these harvests down here. So we've got 105 back here and 107 to go. And I think that's it. I think that's all we own for right now. And then we've got, oh no, we've got 111 to go. It's got wheat down in it. So we got to harvest that too. Oh crap, I'm already getting off the road. Driving in the neighbor's field, that's not good. But yeah, getting on the harvest here. I'm finally glad to see the sun coming up. I've been working all night long. All night long. No, I'm not going to do it. Don't sing. Yeah, I like this combine. I like the sound of this combine. It has that like that hydrostatic whine to it. Really good combine. Good interior too. I'm just curious. I wonder if the windshield wiper works. I haven't seen it rain here yet, so I wonder if the windshield wiper will move back and forth. I know you can't harvest in the rain, but I'm curious to see whether it works. It works on the in-game ones. So, and then we got a nice little cool setup over here with the control panel, old-time control panel. It's got a key in it. Alright, coming around by the cemetery. And our field from this road, from the cemetery, is just to the south and to the right. So we are right on target. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love the realism of this map. Putting a cemetery in, just icing on the cake right there. It does make it feel a little more real. I mean, death is a part of life. My mama always said dying was a part of life. And life is like a box of chocolates. That was my Forrest Gump impression right there. Thank you very much. I think I'd do a better Bubba Gump. Or not Bubba Gump. He wasn't Bubba Gump. He was Bubba Bedford Blue. Yeah, that was his name. I think I do a better Bubba impression than I do Forrest Gump impression. I can recite the shrimp quote to you, but I'm not going to put you guys through that. If you guys want to see the shrimp quote, you can go check out some of the clips from Puma Plow, because I did it over there. Alright, let's see. This is our field right here. Now, let me tell you this. The weeds popped up like at the last minute. And I mean like the literal last minute. Like, this was dark green on the growth chart, and it didn't have any weeds in it. And I was like, well, let me run this combine up there. And then I turned around and boom, it's ready to harvest and it's got weeds in it. So I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So yeah, that's the thing. So we'll go ahead and harvest it as it is. We can't really complain because it's free crop, kinda. Even though we bought the field, we didn't have to plant it or, you know, buy seed or anything. We might have fertilized it or... No, I think, you know, this one might have come fertilized. But pretty much all of them need to be plowed. So we'll harvest it real quick. It's not a huge field. Very tiny. Works great for this combine. Great for this old-timey combine. Yeah, stuff there. I gotta say, their weeds here look better than our weeds here. Or their weeds there. Oh, wait a minute. It's like another dimension, guys. The weeds in Madison County, or basically Farming Simulator, look a lot better than the weeds we have here. The weeds we have here are ugly. Alright, I'm going to hire this out because I want to show you guys something. I'm going to hop out of the combine. If we go just right across this tree line here, you'll see a shed up here. This is a great shed I've discovered to park the combines in, and I'm probably going to do that. So that means we don't have to build any sheds down where the silos are, where our homestead's at. Don't have to build any sheds down there. I'll probably just park them in here. This has a huge door on it, so we can pull those combines, those smaller ones, in here. But the road, it comes out. There's where it connects with the highway up there. There's a couple houses in between it there. But the road comes around behind the shed, and it comes in down into another little field road down here. There's so many little secret roads like down in here. It's like real life. It's like you never know where your path's going to take you. But you can see the wood chipper. I've got it parked down here. Really been chipping. I have gotten on some chipping here. There's our harvester. He's turning around. So this is the chipper. I think it's full. It is. Basically what I did was I cut I hate to say a hole, I cut a path down through here, and I gotta get rid of these weeds and stuff. Got a lot of stumps to grind out too. Cut a path down through here. There's the creek down here. I may take a few more of these trees out, but I think right on the bank I'm gonna leave the trees kind of close to the bank. Yeah, some of these, I'll probably take some more of these out, definitely. But right down here, like maybe the 2-row kind of rule, maybe. Like the ones immediately on the bank and the ones just up, probably leave those just to make it look better, because you don't want to, I mean, if we took away the trees, it'd be a ditch filled with water. But it's a creek. We want to leave some of the trees. So coming on through here, where did I cut through here at? Somewhere. And we got some straight trees in here too, so I may come in and actually lumber these out. There's a bunch in this little wooded area in here. And let me tell you guys, it is scurry up in this forest at night, up in this woods. When all you got is your own flashlight, it's a little scurry, I won't lie. So yeah, we got a lot of straight trees. May come in and actually do some timber work in here. Cut these trees down and take the logs to sell. Crooked trees are for wood chips. Coming on up, back up, there's the shed where we'll probably park our combines at. And then we come out somewhere here. Here we are. This is the gravel road that goes back to the other properties that we purchased. And you can't tell anything from this because of all the bushes, and we're going to take care of that. But this is the wood. These are the woods that we had by field 108. You can't tell anything from here because it's so overgrown. I'm going to leave one tree at the entrance, probably this one and that birch. But we'll walk around this. And I may have to go into flying mode so you can see it. But all these bushes have overgrown through here. This is where the woods were. And this was that little kind of grass open area here between the tree line and field 108. Here's field 108. So this gives you an idea kind of what we're looking at. Let's go into the flight mode. Let's go into landscaping. Here we are. So this was the woods. We had trees all through here. We had all of these. All of this was woods. So you can really see it now. The tree line came around here. The woods came out this way. Came over here. Had some sticking out right here. And there's still plenty more trees probably to clear. But basically just cut all the way down through here. Kind of kept that same rule on this side. The trees on the bank and then another row of trees above that. But yeah, I got a lot of stumps to grind out. And what I'm probably going to do is come through here like with this landscaping tool. Make that bigger and switch to painting. And why don't we put like a grass texture down for now. This is easier than smoothing because smoothing actually alters the terrain. We'll just run a swipe over these bushes. That way we can see our stumps a whole lot better. Like this row right here, you would never tell there were stumps in there. But when we go over it with this, magically we can see the stumps. It would be awesome, and I've said this before, if they made a bush hog that would utilize the painting effect of this tool and put down the grass texture, especially with the 1.3 thing now, where it plants the first stage of grass growth. If they put a brush hog where you could connect it to the back of a tractor and then run a tractor through here and cut these weeds, all these bushes out, all this brush, thus it's a brush hog. So I think that would be really cool, but we don't have that. So we'll just use the painting tool for now. Gonna clear these stumps out and expand this field. This field went away. We'll expand this way. I don't quite know where I'm gonna put my borders yet because I do want to make it higher worker friendly. So I'm thinking maybe right up against the road, like from down here coming straight up this way. It'll leave a little gap over here, but it won't be bad. So we'll clear out all these bushes here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Let's go ahead and take them away from that tree too. Make it look a little nicer, look a little cleaner. Make it look a little bit cleaner. And this brown is not plowed texture, so don't worry, we're gonna have to plow it up again anyway. This just puts down a mowed kind of grass texture. This is kind of what it would be after the brush hog. And this map, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not a 1.3 map. If they ever upgraded to 1.3, I will definitely download the 1.3 version, because I could do this over again. This is fun to me, clearing out woods and expanding fields. So I would play. This is the one map maybe, and of course I haven't seen the other maps that are still on the way. But thus far, we'll say this: so far, this map is the one map that I might come back and consider playing again, like twice. None of the other maps I do that. I've gone back to finish maps, like Westbridge Hills, but I have not gone back to play them over again, to completely restart and play them over again. This one I would. I like it that much. So, we'll get these bushes out of her. I may leave some along the river's edge down here. May leave them for now. Just want to get to where the tree stumps are and get them out. So yeah, do some finishing touch-up work there. And I might take a few more trees out here. I don't know for sure. Haven't decided. So we will paint right here. Get rid of them. Actually, right in here, I probably could use a little bit of smoothing tool, but I want to grind those stumps out first. I don't want to leave them. So we won't do any smoothing. That's kind of one reason I don't use the smoothing tool. You can use the smoothing tool to get rid of the brush too, but it's really better if you start with the paintbrush, because the paintbrush doesn't alter the terrain. And if I were to raise this terrain with the smoothing tool, I could lose that stump and forget about it and never see it again, unless you have some other special way of looking at that. But yeah, that's that. So I've got a ton of stumps to grind out here. We'll get to that later. I'll spare you guys from that. I'm sure you don't want to see that. We'll come back and expand this field. So we're pretty much doubling the size of this field. Maybe a little more, because we're adding that big chunk out there too, and this whole side, and a little bit down there. We're not going to count that down there. It's just a little bit down there. Alright. Where are we at? How's our harvester doing? Let's get it back out of here. So see, this takes away all that brush to where we can see all the stumps. And this will make a very, very nice thing. I will say I might take this hill down. I had a hill back there on the homestead, kind of like this one. I don't know why it's here. It could be like an ancient Indian burial ground or something. I don't know. I wouldn't build my house right over it, that's for sure. We'd be getting some poltergeist stuff going on. Yeah, I'll probably cut that tree. And yeah, I'll probably leave that one. That one's on the flat part. Cut that tree and then smooth that out right there. And that way I could probably maybe bring the field up this way just a hair. Add a little more area here to harvest. Sounds like a plan. So continuing on, we'll come up and stump these trees out. May leave like the fir or something there just to aesthetically please the house. But we'll leave the birch. Well, if we're leaving the birch, we might take the fir. I don't know. We are going to do some timber stuff back in here. There are some straight trees. There's one. Some pines back here too. We saw them just a minute ago. I don't know where they're at exactly. Let's get out in the grass here where we can kind of see. These trees like this, the short ones, they are decorative. You cannot cut these. But I guess we'll just keep those. It doesn't bother me. Not too bad. It would be nice if we could remove them, but it doesn't bother me. We'll leave them there. But the rest of these trees are gone. Because we could really bring part of this field over here, plow this up behind this house. We could even put a grass field in here if we wanted to, once we get all the timber cleared out. But we could bring this field down. Where do these decorative trees end at? See, they end right here. So we could go around those decorative trees and put maybe like a field, like a U-shaped field here around those decoratives. And then go on down here to the creek area. And I think we can connect it with this part right over here. Although the field roads I would kind of like to keep. If it's just like a little grass space in between the fields, I'm not worried about it. But the field roads, the original roads, I would kind of like to keep. Just to have access to it. Is this guy full already? One thing about this guy, when he gets full, he doesn't lift his header. He keeps it down. So, yep, he's full already. So let me fire him. Turn his engine off. I don't have an auger wagger anywhere near him. Matter of fact, I've got to get up here and empty this dude. Early in the morning, 7 a.m. That is not what I wanted to do. Not 11 miles an hour. I wanted to go to 32. There we go. Hold left bumper, right bumper, and B, is it? And you'll get your top cruise control speed. Oh, I will say this. See that little blip out of the barley field there? It's very easy to roll this Kinsey auger wagon, apparently. So, gotta slow down on my turns. Never have that problem because really all I've ever used is that Elmer auger wagon. I think that's the only one that I've pretty much used thus far. So some of this smaller equipment, gotta be a little more careful with it. Just a little bit. I'll go here and get this harvester going again once he's empty. Oh yeah, I bought some toys too. We'll cover that in just a second. Get this thing emptied and fired back up again here. Alright. Really? The engine off that fast? And you guys may have seen one. I may have tabbed to one already. Some sneak peek there. Yeah, here we go. Bought a truck. Bought a truck and a Stevie. This is a Stevie truck and a Stevie Load King. So, both new pieces of equipment, and this holds 90,000 liters. He added 2 beacons to the back of it. I like the Load King better. I don't know. I've always been partial to the Wilson trailers because that's what we see around here. But the Load King, as far as the scale goes, seems more accurate to me. Because when you get the Wilson trailer, the top of the Wilson trailer matches the top of the truck cab here, and around here the Wilson trailers don't do that. They look more like this Load King. They sit up higher than the cab of the truck. So I don't know, and that's called the Wilson Pace Setter. I don't know if that's a shorter version of the Wilson trailers that is just not as popular around here, but the Wilson trailer is as tall as this Load King in real life. At least around here, it looks like that. So, we got a Load King, and it holds 90,000 liters. So, I'm going to stick with it. And I have got to put something at the end of this driveway. I can never see it at night. I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. Maybe some Christmas trees, or scarecrow, or I don't know, when they come out with the pumpkins again, maybe, I don't know. It'd be nice if I could make a custom sign like, you know, Grain Arcade Farms, or no, we wouldn't say that. We could say Madison Farms for Madison County, I guess. So yeah, gonna get back on the wood chips. I think the price is still good unless it started going down recently. No, the price is still $173, so I probably should get back on that. I've been keeping an eye on the prices. I am gonna sell grain. That's another thing that I was gonna talk about. I've got corn. It's peaked at 809. The soybeans, I'm going to wait. I've got another field coming up there by, what is that field? Field 94 is planted in soybeans, so I'm going to wait on that. Need to harvest the wheat and stuff, and then we'll just sell that off. But I am going to sell the grain that I have in storage. Go ahead and sell the oats. Go ahead and sell the sunflower, although the price is going down on it. And I've got some more up north. I may wait on the sunflower. So I may wait on the sunflower and the soybeans. And then sell them. Because it looks like that price is actually going up now. So maybe they'll compete with that other one. But yeah, we'll sell the corn and the oats. We'll hold the sunflower and the soybeans. And wood chips. We'll sell wood chips. We got plenty of places to do that now. So I got to get in here and once that price starts going down on wood chips, I'll stop chipping and work on stumps. I think that sounds like a plan to me. And you know what? Let me just use this guy here. Just put him on the side here. And I can just maybe dump into him. I don't know. He's kind of tall. I don't know if that... I don't know. Let's see if that combine will dump into him. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Let's tab to him and see. I think it's too tall. I'm just looking at it here and I'm like, yeah, it's too tall. So we might not be able to dump in. I'm going to be downhill too, so I don't know, maybe it'll put an angle on it enough to where I can dump in it. This combine's dirty. I need to invest in some pressure washers. Another thing, remember the horse paddock, I guess we'll call it? The horse, what do they call it? What do they call them on here? Hang on. Pens. Pastures. Paddock. They do call it a horse paddock. Or enclosures. They call them cow pastures, horse paddocks, pig enclosures, sheep pastures. So we'll call it a paddock, I guess. Remember the horse, Lord have mercy. The horse paddock that I sold, that I tried to place back. There's a reason why I couldn't place it back. And yeah, I think that's gonna be, well, I don't know, hang on. Totally works. I'm on a decline here though, so I think that's giving me a little bit of angle. But yeah, there's a reason why I couldn't place that back. I don't own that land. I own the paddock, but I can't place it back on that land because I don't own it. So our goal is to buy that back, and I will replace that paddock. Maybe once we get up that way. I may sell the other one and place that one back. I kind of think it's silly to have, you know, multiple paddocks, but I guess it would make sense if you bought the small one. I don't know. We'll see. I guess you could have more than one in one area because they only hold, the small ones only hold a certain amount. So say goodbye to these trees. I'm gonna cut them too, or chip them. I mean, don't run over the crop. Let me grab that while I'm up here. Pipe in. Love the sound of this combine. The only thing is the header doesn't get dirty like the other. Maybe I need to put the other header on this one because it goes with this one. This header goes with the T560. Is that the model number? And this thing has no power when you have the header running to go fast. It'll go slow, but not super fast. You can get some trees to clear out. We got trees to clear out everywhere on this map. Let's just say I'm going to clear some trees, and I'll show you guys the end results. So, I guess I could do my silent extended episodes and work on trees. Haven't done any on this map yet. Guess I could do that. Let's get this guy hired back out down here. Because actually those are yards over there. We could expand into them a little bit. I think we own them. Or do we? You know what? I don't know. Do we own that area? We own, yes we do. We own 107 and the area that goes up to the animal dealer, which is right behind where we're at here, just across the creek. So we do own these houses over here. There should be a road over here. Jump the fence. Oh, there is a fence here, so can't expand it too much this way, huh? Got a little grass area back here. There's a gate. Here's the road. It's right here. The road is the border. So we don't own the canola field here. Let's see. That here's 700,000. Got this area here, north of this canola field. It's kind of hilly and got some trees on it. I don't know about that one. But there are some cheaper ones out there. 193. This little lime station thing here. 25,000 with this one. We get another horse paddock and the sell points up here. So there are some cheaper areas out there. That other area down here that I was talking about is 396, and this is where the horse bit was, right there. You can see where the horse bit was right there. I don't think this field down here is ever going to get out of potatoes, though. I'm just saying. I don't think they are ever. I think that they're going to let that crop sit until it rots, because I think all the other crops have changed at least once, and that is still in potatoes unless they replanted it. No, it's still ready to harvest. So I don't want to buy that field and plow it under, but if they don't get them taters out of there, I just might do it. Just might do it. Alright guys, so I'm going to keep harvesting here. I may go ahead and work on some stumps. Go ahead and grind them out, but I probably need to get back to chipping. That's probably really what I need to do. Now you can't be full. No, he's not full. Did I really just leave him sitting there? Thought I hired him out. I guess I didn't. Alright, you go ahead and cut. So yeah, I'm going to get back into the wood chip game here. Chip all of these trees out up here except for the straight ones that we have out here. All those straight ones back there, we will timber them or lumber them or however you say it. You know what I mean. We ain't going to chip them. We're going to cut them down and haul them with a timber trailer. Got to invest in a timber trailer then too. But yeah, the price I think is still good for wood chips, $173. So I'm going to take this load down to the sawmill, and we will end this video here. So we're going to do some work in between this video and the next one. Might come back and do one more video. I don't know if it'll be today. I don't know, maybe it'll be today. Maybe I'll do another video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back and be doing something here. We're always doing something. Always doing something on the farm here. Alright guys. Until next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We will see you guys later.